The CDC's eviction moratorium is set to expire June the 30th with no announcement of an extension, meaning landlords will once again be able to kick out tenants for non-payment of rent.
Some of those tenants, though, have animals, so the Humane Society of West Michigan is figuring out a way to help.
It's kind of prepare for the worst and hope for the best.
Holly Gild is the executive director of the Humane Society of West Michigan. The shelter has more than 200 animals. At the start of the pandemic, locations across the country were worried about returns as the rate of adoptions was increasing. Luckily, that has not happened.
So all the animals that were adopted during the pandemic are staying in their new homes, which is fabulous.
The Humane Society is now working on a list of pet-friendly apartments and homes as renters may be forced to move at the end of the month when the eviction moratorium expires. It was put in place to help people during the pandemic who could not afford rent.
If people are losing wherever they're renting now and needing to find new housing, not only is it a little more difficult to find pet-friendly housing, but it's also more expensive. People have to pay a pet deposit, and a lot of places it's an extra monthly fee.
The Michigan State Housing Development Authority does not project mass evictions in July, mostly because the COVID Emergency Rental Assistance Program can provide funding to help renters avoid it. Plus, if they've already applied for the funds, special court rules require a 30-day suspension of the eviction. If you're kicked out for other reasons, you can contact your local housing assessment resource agency. Those with pets may have more of a challenge if they can't find help and possibly end up here.
We are consistently housing about 50% of our animals in fosters.
Which is why the shelter is also putting out a call for more foster families, just in case evictions force people to make that tough decision. The best part is they pay for all the medical bills and cover the food.
It's much less stressful for our pets. They stay a lot healthier, and we get a lot more valuable information about how they do in a home and what kind of family will be best for them. Any family who fosters for any length of time ends up keeping something, even if it's a hamster or a bunny.
Surrendering is usually the last option because there's a chance you will never get them back. If you know things are about to change, they say plan ahead now.
Don't wait till the last minute. If you know you're getting evicted and you have a date, start calling around. Even if it means that you have to surrender your animal to a shelter, a lot of shelters have waiting lists. I know we have a waiting list currently for cats, so plan ahead.
For a list of pet-friendly locations in Grand Rapids, you can call the Humane Society. Right now, they really just don't have a full list online yet. And remember that a lot of places do have dog breed restrictions in place. There are a few requirements. If you'd like to foster, you can find those along with information on how to apply for that rental assistance at fox17online.com. Just click on the story.